Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, and welcome to Conscious Talk Radio, and I'm your host, Linda Summers, and we've got a great show for you today. Our topic is practical exercises for manifesting miracles with Allison Gee. But before we get started, I want to give you some information about her. Goddess Allison is a manifestation mentor who specializes in soulmate matchmaking and abundance development. She has over 10 years of experience in the holistic field, and her guidance has helped many manifest miracles, attain a large amounts of money, find love, live a dream career, lose weight easily, heal depression, cure negative patterns and habits, and so much more. Her work focuses on subliminal reprogramming and brain entrainment, so you can reprogram your reality from having what you've got, which may not be ideal, into experiencing all your divine desires. And with that, I'd like to welcome Allison to the show. Hi, Allison.
Hi, Linda.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, and so I want to let the people know too that Allison's going to be talking to us tonight about secrets to overcoming self-sabotage, 5 tools you already own to shape your reality into anything you desire, and 3 practical exercises, at least 3, to incorporate in your daily life that will accelerate your manifestation into reality and learn how to create your manifestations within 3 months' time. So lots of great stuff to be sharing in manifestation because everybody wants to manifest. So this is perfect. Perfect time, too.
Yeah.
So what I want to ask you is, so you can actually testify to all this because you've had this experience yourself.
Yes, and most of the things that I've done, I started helping other people to do them because I noticed that they were working miracles in my own life. And then I started helping others and doing lots of sessions, and just even after 1 or 2 sessions, people were having big changes, and I was like, wow, this is really great, and I've got to, do this more formally, so I'm really excited to be out in the world and helping people in this way.
Well, I love it, and I think it's great, and I've worked with you on other things, and if anybody is listening, she's amazing, and she's very quick, very thorough, so she's the go-to girl for sure. She's great at what she does, very creative. So let's talk about, the practical exercises to manifesting miracles. So you said there's some secrets to overcoming self-sabotage. That's probably really a step to begin with because before you can manifest anything, we have to, have the self-love and go within. So can you share with us the secret to overcoming? Is there one secret or is there many secrets?
Sure. Well, there's one that I'd like to share, but we have so much programming inside of us that is sabotaging our manifestations and our capabilities to get there. And part of my work helps people overcome their own self. And it can be like learning a new skill. So one big thing that I like to tell my clients and students is focus on your desired outcome, because that really will thwart any worries, doubts, fears, and things that crop up that really prevent you from creating the life that you desire. So focus on your desired outcome, and you will just feel better. For instance, if you don't have a lot of money and you desire to be wealthy, instead of saying, I'm broke or I'm poor and feeling like you can't buy things or you can't afford the things you want, focus on your desired outcome, which is for financial healing, for wealth, and start to think about your life in ways like, oh, how would a wealthy person view this or view this purchase? Just start small, because people, they really want to manifest something and they look for things outside of themselves to know that it's happening. But really it starts with...
So that's the very first step to go. So what you're saying is really a secret to overcoming that is to focus on the desired outcome.
Yeah, it can really help. And
I love that.
Even I catch myself at it. It's, like I said, like learning a new skill. It can be challenging and it can be an ongoing process because we're all trained to worry and fear and think about the worst possible scenario that could happen. And it's good to be aware of those, but when we go to manifest, it's great to focus on our desired outcome rather than the crap that we might have.
Exactly. Well, and that's true because they say wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So
That's right.
Exactly. So if we really talk about that we create our realities, that's really what you're creating. So what you're saying is really go for the desired and really focus on the positive, which I love. It's a perfect place to actually begin. Definitely. So then there's tools that you already, do you have anything else to share, like on the self-sabotage? I mean, I think maybe even defining self-sabotage, people can have a different perception of really what that is. And what you said earlier about saying, okay, I don't have enough money, or so that could be a way of self-sabotage. Is that what you're really referring to when you say self-sabotage? Okay.
Yeah, and these tools that I want to tell people about that they already have, that they can use to really break it down in their life and look at their own behavior in terms of how that is growing their manifestation into their desire or how it is adversely affecting their capabilities to manifest. And these 5 tools are really important to keep track of and be aware of within yourself. So the first one, and a really big one, is beliefs. Now this can be conscious or subconscious depending on your life experience, and especially the subliminal programming that you picked up as a kid and as a young adult. And so they can be conscious or subconscious, but the other tools can help you shape those beliefs and change them. And the other 4 are the thoughts that you think in your head, the thoughts that you notice going through your mind all day. And also your emotions, how you're feeling about things. Literally, that's a vibratory frequency of energy that you are emitting to the cells in your body and to your reality. And the next one is your speech, the words that you say into your life. That can literally be like your manifesting wand into the world. And then the last one is your actions. So are your actions in alignment with your desired outcome, or are you making different choices that are self-sabotage or thwarting it or hindering it in any way? So it's really important to take a look at those 5 tools and what you are doing in your life and look at, oh, is this a thought that is in alignment with my desired outcome? Is this a speech pattern that is in alignment with my desired outcome? And how can I change this so that it really helps me accelerate my manifestation? And I'll give one example from my own life that I really noticed was very important. And it's a simple example. We are all taught to speak like this in the world. But the simple example is, I'm sick. So when we have an ailment, we say, I'm sick, I'm taking a sick day, I'm feeling awful, blah, right? But really we want to think of our life, and we want to think of our life as, I'm healing, I'm taking a rest day, I'm doing rejuvenating activities, and literally that can just excel your healing by light years. And from my own life, an example is I was working a job and long hours, sometimes outside in the cold, and I got the flu for the first time in 5 or 10 years that I could remember. And I went to breakfast, I wasn't feeling well, and my boss at the time said, go rest and come back at dinner, we'll check your temperature again. I had like a 101 or 2 temperature, and we'll see if you're okay to work tomorrow or not, or see, where you're at. And so I went and I slept, and I said to my body, I heal myself in my sleep. I'm healing. And by dinner time, my temperature was normal, and I was feeling great, and I was feeling well enough to work the next day. So just that little tweak in my own perception of my life and what I was manifesting really helped me overcome something like the flu in about 12 hours. It was magical.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Well, when you were talking about beliefs, what came up for me to ask the question of, or to make a question and a comment, is really about people looking at their beliefs, because sometimes I think that we have these beliefs from the time that we're young, that we carry on into our adulthood that we've learned from society, our parents, or school, and that they don't even serve us. So would you say an exercise could be is to write down your beliefs, your values, your morals, just to get an idea of where you're at now, and really taking a look at those and saying what does serve me and what doesn't serve me anymore?
Oh yeah, definitely. One of the first exercises that I give my clients and students is, well, I like to call it the shit list. And, some people are offended by that word. I'm really sorry, but you can call it your junk list or your crap list, whatever you want. And I say, try to remember your life before about the age of 7, because our brain is actually in a really open and receptive state for learning at this time, and we just absorb things like a sponge, and it's like everything that we experience has a back door to our consciousness to go right in there. And then as we get older, we start filtering things with judgments and experience, and then our brain goes through another restructuring in our teenage years, so we can really absorb a lot of experiences from that as well. So I tell people to get out a piece of paper and to write down, their desired outcome for their life, the area of life that they're trying to manifest something, and these can be different areas like finances, career, romance, family life, social life, recreation. Write down that area of life, and then write down all of the negative or prominent experiences that you can remember from before the age of 7 or in your very young teenage years, like 12 to 14, any adverse experiences that you had that really stand out to you. And these may have programmed you adversely, subliminally, to your manifestation, what you're actually desiring to create. And I'll just share one from my own life that I discovered when I was working on my financial, realms. And I was remembering that one thing that I heard a lot as a kid, and I'm sure this is not, uncommon, but one thing I heard a lot was, we can't afford that, and we had to save so much money, we had to save for years to just even go to Disneyland. And so this really taught me, I can't afford the things that I desire with money, and saving money or, acquiring things that I desire with money can be difficult. And so I really had to take a look at that and say, this is no longer serving me in what I wanted to manifest in my life. And I recommend that people make that list of those adverse experiences so that they can really look at where they're coming from so that they know what to reprogram. And then the next exercise that I recommend people do is take every item on that list and make what is called your vision list. So it's kind of the opposite of all those adverse experiences, and you can really have some epiphanies from that shit list about what you have been programmed to be in the world in terms of that realm of your manifestation. You might make some connections and some aha moments, and then take all of those items on that list and turn them into a positive phrase or statement and put those on what I like to call the vision list. And they can sound like affirmations, but really I like to tell people, affirmations, they really aren't going to do you much good if you just repeat them. If you don't have the emotion behind them, if you don't have that root behind them. So your vision list is really what you desire, and you can read that every day, and it really gives you hope, and it reprograms you subliminally to look for the experiences, the opportunities, the people, the whatever you need to bring you that manifestation. And you might even notice some synchronistic things happen when you read that vision list every day to yourself. So that can be really helpful.
Yeah, because the more that I think that you're saying it, it almost seems like it's really reprogramming with what you're saying. You're reprogramming, and this brain entrainment, you're training your brain otherwise. Yeah,
and we have years of adverse programming to begin with, and people think, oh my gosh, I've had a shitty childhood, and how can I, overcome this. And a lot of attraction experts, brain entrainment people, they say if you're doing something every day towards your manifestation, you can do some of this reprogramming in 3 months' time. That's 90 days. And so I tell people, do this work, do these exercises, and see where you're at in 3 months, because you will be light years ahead of creating what you desire if you're doing something, just a little thing every day to reprogram yourself to the vibration of your desired experience in your life. And to go along with, the visioning list, the vision list, is to do what I like to call the visioning exercise. Your imagination can be one of the most powerful tools to overcome your adverse beliefs. So, a lot of people have seen the film The Secret and that kind of work, and but they talk about the vision board and the visioning, just closing your eyes, and for 5 or 10 minutes a day. I recommend people do it when they wake up for 5 or 10 minutes and when they go to sleep, because this will really help you reprogram your neurons while you're sleeping, reprogram your brain during the day when you're going throughout your day, and the vision board as well. But people don't always, they've seen The Secret and they know what the exercises are, but they don't always understand the principle behind it is to actually and I really recommend people change their desktop background, their phone background, anything that is an image that's personal to you, that you're going to be seeing every day, that you're going to be bombarding yourself with the vibration of your desired manifestation. So the vision board can be so helpful for that.
You broke up a little bit talking about that. So what you're saying is to make the vision board, and really taking the 10 minutes beforehand, when you get up and when you go to bed, is a really crucial time to do that.
Yeah, to do the visioning, just imagining. Yeah, just imagining your life you want it to be. So, for instance, if you're manifesting a new career or an advancement in your career, just imagine what it feels like to go to work every day in that new career. Imagine, how you feel when you got your salary, your new salary in your bank, and what you're doing every day, the little activities. Just do that during your visioning and just really feel it.
What would you say to someone who says, well, you know what, I'm really busy, I've got 3 kids, I'm, raising, I'm a single mom, and, I've got 3 jobs that I'm doing, and it's really hard to find the time. What would you say to someone like that?
Yeah, we're all so busy, and our schedules are so full, but I really recommend to people to get really practical about things and really tangible. So do things like get a spreadsheet, set alarms, keep track of when you're doing it, like on a calendar or something, because I'm this way too. If I don't set an alarm in my phone, every morning and every evening, I'll just space it. I'll just get up and eat breakfast and get dressed and go to, do my day. And so set that alarm. Or if you need to do it while you're on the bus, or that 5 minutes while you're waiting for your coffee, or whatever it is, when you need to get in your visioning, it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day. You can do more if you want, but it can be done at times when you would normally be waiting for something, or you can get up and you can plan for that time, plan that in your schedule.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Well, like I was just going to say, because that's what I had wrote down, was scheduling it in, putting yourself in your schedule. You've got everything else in your schedule but yourself, and so it's really allowing that time for you to be able to manifest what it is that you hear.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head of the nail. Like, we forget to take care of ourselves, but self-care is so important, so we can take care of everyone else, so we can take care of our family and be that busy person that's, supporting everyone. So having time for self-care, even if you need to say, hey, kids, I need some alone time for the next 15 minutes. You busy yourself with something. Or, hey, spouse, I need a night to myself right now. I need to go on a date with myself. And that's important. You need self-care. I need to go take a walk in the park. That's one of my favorite activities. So sometimes we don't remember that we need to treat ourselves like our own best friend, our own best lover, our own best, we're the 100% guarantee that we've got in the world. So we've got to take care of it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So the 3 practical exercises to incorporate into your daily life that will accelerate your manifestation into reality. Are those, or is this all incorporated into that you were just sharing with us? Or is there 3 separate practical exercises that you can do to incorporate into your daily life? We just really kind of tapped on that, but.
Yeah, we touched on those exercises. I really recommend the visioning, doing something every day towards your manifestation. So that 5 to 10 minute visioning is really important, and you can use your vision board every day, whether you want to meditate with it or you want to add to your visioning list, read your visioning list every day. And what I did in the past when I really tried to overcome something that was difficult for me is I looked up subliminal reprogramming videos, for instance, like to manifest finances or to find your soulmate, and I just played that 5-minute YouTube video to myself or 3-minute YouTube video. And you can find your own resources. You can find meditation scripts on iTunes, self-hypnosis scripts. One thing that I explain to people is that when we are in a meditative state or we're zoning out watching a screen like TV, that's why TV is very effective at reprogramming us subliminally for buying products, but our brain is actually in a lower brainwave state to absorb and to learn and to reprogram our subconscious. So if we're zoning out, if we're meditating, if we're even just doing the dishes, we're in a better brainwave state for manifesting.
Right. Yeah, that's so awesome. I love how you just said that. So why is it creating your manifestation in 3 months' time? Why 3 months? Why couldn't it be 6 months or 2 months or a month?
Well, it may be variable for everyone, but the time that it takes to do some of this reprogramming, if you're doing it every day, is 90 days, and you can start seeing results in as little as 3 days or 30 days. Especially, I recommend people get a journal, a manifesting journal, so that they can document their progress and they can see their journey. They can really see those milestones, those opportunities that came up. Because if an opportunity comes up like, oh, I met somebody from work and they told me about this website that would help me, and have a documentation for that or a way to keep track of yourself, then it'll slip your mind that, oh, hey, that person was really important for my manifesting path. That website was really important. So it's important to document the journey.
Well, and you also have a manifestation home study course, so a digital one. So can you give the listeners some information about that so they can be their own genie, and or how, I mean, would they even, so they could opt to work with you or not work with you? So how would that be?
Well, I do offer one-on-one private coaching and mentorship, and people can go to my website at goddessallison.com and book a free intro session, and we can talk to each other if you're interested in working with me directly. But this home study course I created so that I could give this empowerment to people in the comfort of their own space. I usually see clients online, but people don't have to arrange the appointments with me directly, and they can do it on their own schedule. It's called the Become Your Own Genie 3-month Manifesting Intensive. It comes with 6 classes, 6 MP3 modules. They're about 1 hour long, and I tell people get a journal before you start your home study course. Listen to one of these classes every 2 weeks, and then in each module I give you exercises to do during the 2 weeks while you're not, listening to class. These are manifesting exercises. The home study course includes over 30 exercises for you to do. So you will be doing something like, I don't call it homework, I call it fun work, because it's fun to manifest. So you'll be doing fun work, every day towards your manifestation. And then at the end of the 3 months, you'll be able to see your journey. You'll be light years ahead of creating what it is that you desire. And each module, each class comes with a self-assessment quiz, so you can keep track of your own progress, how you did with the fun work. And it comes with an exercise summary, so you can remind yourself of what those exercises were that were talked about in that 1 hour class. And you can jog your brain and say, oh yeah, I need to do my vision list, or I need to do my exercises. And I go through a lot of different modalities in there: dream work, divination, meditation. There's meditations included in some of the classes to listen to. And it's really replayable. It's highly replayable if you have your next great manifestation that you want to create in your life, and you can go through the program again and again. And I created this. It's, this show is really me celebrating the new release of this home study course.
Awesome.
And so I wanted to offer a special discounted price for the listeners and for the people out there who are really wanting to step up their manifestations. And I have a website, a page on my website at goddessallison.com/gift. And this is www.goddessallison/GIFT. And you can go there, you can read about the course, you can get a summary of each class, and you can fill out a little form. It's a purchase form, and I just do this to keep track of who's purchasing what. And if you refer a client to me, then I will give you commission, so I can keep track of who's, referring other people to help change their life, and it's great. So you fill out that little form, and then you click the Buy Now button on the next page, and it's really easy. You can pay through PayPal or with your credit or debit card, and then you can digitally download this 3-month course for yourself to have on your digital device and to use, over and over. So it's so fabulous. I'm so excited to be giving this gift to everyone who is really wanting this work in their life.
That is so awesome. So are you going to be running this discount special for a certain period of time, or is it just a one-time thing where people just listen or watch the video? Because we will have all of Allison's information on the video as well. So, but are you going to have a discount, for people who watch or, for who listen to the video after the show tonight?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a special discount just for the listeners of this show, because, they're out there and they're getting this background information, and people are listening to the show because they're excited about manifesting. And if you find this show and this link, you can go there and purchase this for a discount.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you. That's so awesome. I mean, you guys just check it out. We'll have all the information. So really quick, what is one thing that you want to share with the listeners that are listening that had an impact on your own life?
Never give up. And when it feels challenging, just push through it, because there's a breakthrough and a rainbow at the other end of that dark, tunnel of waiting for the manifestation to come. So just keep on manifesting.
Awesome. I love it. Well, Allison, thank you so much for joining the show today and being here and gifting us with your knowledge and your genie-ness that you have, and really going and helping us to be able to manifest miracles. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you for all the listeners who joined us tonight and the ones who will be joining us afterwards via YouTube. We thank you so much. Please be sure to follow, subscribe, comment, and like us, and join me tomorrow for a show, Mindful Practices in Schools Are Creating Peaceful Attitudes with Gloria O'Shea. So thank you again, Allison. We really appreciated you being on the show, and we look forward to seeing the video and people manifesting their own miracles and being their own genies. So thanks so much.